There's word investigators in Spain are zeroing in on suspicious surveillance video as they search for a University of Alabama student who vanished on spring break. Just yesterday morning, 20-year-old Jimmy Gracey was with a friend at a beachfront nightclub in Barcelona. His friend left around 3 o'clock in the morning and went back to their Airbnb, but Jimmy wanted to stay behind. And by sunrise, he was gone. Tonight, a Spanish newspaper reports that police suspect foul play based on the club's surveillance video, which shows Jimmy leaving with a stranger. His desperate parents in Illinois have dropped everything to travel to Spain and search for Jimmy themselves. Joining us now is NewsNation's law and justice contributor, Jennifer Coffindaffer. Jennifer, I've got kids who are on spring break in college right now on trips. This is a terrifying story. First of all, I imagine police there are not just looking at surveillance cameras in that nightclub, but everywhere else in that neighborhood, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the best thing they have to go on is camera footage, right? Camera footage doesn't have an opinion. It just has a story to tell. They're also going to be looking at, obviously, all the witnesses that might have been in and around that area. You know, looking this up, there is a lot of property crime, pickpocketing, small petty robberies that go on in Barcelona. In fact, they say about 250 a day. So
Yeah.
this is certainly something to worry about. And I wondered if there could have been a scuffle or something that occurred with whoever he left with. It's so concerning, Elizabeth.
Yeah, my son went to Barcelona with a bunch of his friends after graduating high school, and he told me the exact same thing. In fact, he was at this club where he disappeared. Why do you think police have his cell phone? Which is mysterious. Obviously, that's devastating for the parents because phones are how we track our kids. And if Jimmy doesn't have his phone, we don't know where he is. But why do police have his cell phone? What does that tell you?
Well, that tells me to have a lot of concern. When I first saw that, I thought, oh my goodness, obviously they tracked the phone. They tracked it to who had it. But how did he come across it? Was it dropped? Did he pickpocket it? Or something far worse? Hopefully, in a sense, he was part of being in the know as to what happened. And maybe that cell phone and this individual would lead to what happened.
Well, and the cell phone itself could contain clues if they were taking pictures or videos as teenagers. In this case, Jimmy's 20. He's a junior at the University of Alabama, but these kids take videos of everything.
Yeah, a lot of information that's going to be inside that phone. The last time it was with him, and like you said, pictures that could have been taken. What we don't know is how long he was without that phone.
The father, we know, and I think the mother as well, are in Barcelona. They traveled from Illinois. The State Department is involved. Alabama Senator Katie Britt's involved because Jimmy's a junior at the University of Alabama. What can all these different organizations, what can Senator Britt, the State Department, and the parents themselves do to help in this? Because we know we're up against the clock, right?
They are up against the clock because this young man is missing. We are getting into the 48-hour period. I'm very concerned about the fact this is right up against water. And I'm quite sure that authorities are looking in that area too, in case, you know, God forbid something happened with what the people he was interacting with, what might have happened. Obviously, they're saying they suspect foul play. That tells me they mean that somebody might have taken him or otherwise hurt him.
Oh, just a devastating story for that family and a warning to all families with kids on spring break. You know, I know we're annoying when we track them and ask them to check in every day, but it's super important that they do that. Jennifer Coffindaffer, hopefully we'll have some good news in this story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.